On to our superhero showdown.
Yes.
We've got Raven versus Blue Beetle for the. I believe it is only the semi-final, but it could be the final. 1 second. Hold.
Holding.
It is the second semi-final for the DC hero.
Okay.
We've got so Raven versus Blue Beetle, same rules as always, to the death, neutral environment, yada 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 yada. And we are ahead of ourselves because we have come up with the advantage for Blue Beetle this week.
We have.
We are on top of shit in this house. Shut up, Siri. So we've decided that the best advantage we can give Blue Beetle over Raven is intimate knowledge of Raven's abilities, so that he is aware that his only real chance is to get in close enough to actually lay a hand on her, because if he can't get close enough, she will just wreck his shit.
Yeah, we've basically said that, like, he knows Raven's shit at hand to hand, so he has that knowledge to try and leverage that in his favor.
Exactly. So what are your initial thoughts off the rip here, Mr. Zontal?
So, I mean, we know the Blue Beetle's suit armor thing from the Scarab protects him somewhat from magical shit.
Yeah.
And obviously we know he's a good fighter. So I do think the advantage does help him here.
I think the knowledge of what tactic is needed is a big thing, because it stops him wasting time.
Exactly. And it's like, I think he can sustain enough, knowing that he's going straight in for that hand-to-hand. Like, he's going to be able to sustain enough of that initial fight to get to that hand-to-hand point.
Yeah. And like, he's got like jet boosters in the Scarab. The Scarab can propel him forward quickly. So there's nothing stopping him just literally like blitzing at her, speed rushing her, just get fucking in her face. Because here's the thing with basically all magical characters. You have to be able to concentrate and think clearly to do something.
Well,
So if someone's just punching you in the face, thinking clearly enough to like cast a spell ain't that easy.
Yeah, unless, like, literally Raven's only way of not getting beat to a pulp within like a few seconds is if she like does something to like spell-wise to lock Blue Beetle in place. But I don't know if she can.
I don't think she got it like that. I think her magic is more like energy based and shit.
Yeah, so it's like she ain't gonna be able to hold him in place, so he's just gonna rush her, and as soon as he's in the face, then, like you say, just being punched in the face multiple times, it kind of throws off your magic game.
Yeah. I do think there's one of a few occasions where the advantage is actually the difference maker.
Yeah, because I agree. If he didn't have that, there's going to be times where he does rush up and he goes for hand up, but there's going to be times where he doesn't and he hesitates, and that gives the Raven time to beat.
So I would be inclined to suggest I'm probably going to go like a 70-30 in favor of Blue Beetle.
Okay,
I think I think there's an opportunity Raven does like one tap a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I just don't think that happens easily / consistently enough for us to be able to say with absolute certainty that she wins, especially with Jaime's knowledge of her abilities.
I agree.
So there we go. Blue Beetle will be meeting Swamp Thing in the DC Heroes final once we get back around to that.
As always, let us know if you think we're wrong.
Yes, please come shout at us. And we're on to DC Villains from next week.
Ooh.
To get our last, so that we can build up our last, what will essentially be quarterfinal.
Yeah.
And then we get into the real juicy stuff. So this would be good. So next week is Ra's al Ghul versus Cheetah. One of yours versus one of mine.
Should be interesting.
It should be indeed. So let us know who you think might win that.
Yeah.